Brothers and sisters, friends, as we stand in 2025, I want to speak to you not just as a concerned Turkish Cypriot, but as someone like all of you who carries a vision of justice, dignity, and freedom in their heart. Many of you have asked me a really simple question. What's the solution for Cyprus? Should we push for a federation? Or should we be absorbed into Turkey? Or should we actually pursue full recognition as two states? Now, in order to answer this, we must not just look at today, but at history. And no, not through the lens of foreign diplomats, but through our own experience, through the Turkish Cypriot struggle, and through everything that we've endured as a people.
Turkish Cypriots exist. We exist. I support TCE.
Cyprus was once part of the Ottoman Empire. It was home to Turkish Cypriots for centuries. Our presence there isn't new. It's historic. It's rooted in our language, our culture, and customs and religion. But as the empire weakened, the British, back then, they seized Cyprus, not as saviors, but as opportunists. They took the island in 1878 and made it a crown colony by 1925. Divide and rule, that was their method. And it worked for a time. We, the Turkish Cypriots, were gradually, over time, pushed into the margins. We were treated not as equals, but as obstacles to an agenda. The Greek Cypriot obsession with enosis, this became an incredibly dangerous force, and it was fueled by extremism and violence. In 1963, just 3 short years following the setting up of the Republic of Cyprus, Turkish Cypriots were forced out of that partnership government at gunpoint. There followed 11 long years of ethnic cleansing, forcing our people into tiny enclaves of just 3% of the island. In 1974, a Greek-led invasion, a coup, overthrew that very republic. Our people were massacred in places like Morata, Sandallar, Atlılar, killed and thrown into mass graves. Turkey stepped in, not as an invader, but a liberator, as a legal guarantor under the Treaty of Guarantee. Now, this isn't just history, it's the very foundation of our right to exist.
Turkish Cypriots exist. We exist. I support TCE.
We live in a world where power is shifting daily. America is retreating, Russia is destructive, China is calculated and strategic, and Europe, well, Europe's just confused. You know, they talk of human rights, yet they deny ours. They speak of peace, but offer it only to one side. They gave the so-called Republic of Cyprus an EU seat, yet that state represents not even one Turkish Cypriot. You know, Cyprus today is more than just an island. Sadly, it's become a military hub, an energy node, a strategic gateway. And let's not forget, the British military bases still remain. But why? Well, because their empire never truly ended. And Turkey, well, Turkey is no longer that weakened state of the early 20th century. She's confident, she's powerful and rising. Its policy in Cyprus must reflect that strength.
Turkish Cypriots exist. We exist. I support TCE.
Let's be clear. To those calling for a federal solution, I ask you one simple question. Would you share your home with someone who burnt it down? No, you wouldn't. Would you trust those who ripped up every agreement you made? The 1960 Republic of Cyprus was a power-sharing deal. It collapsed. It collapsed within 3 short years. Turkish Cypriots were pushed out at gunpoint. There's been no justice, no accountability, not a single arrest for what we as a people endured. A true federation needs trust, respect, and a shared purpose. Yet the Greek Cypriot leadership still teaches onosis in their schools. They celebrate war criminals as heroes. They dream of a Greek Cyprus, not a shared one. When they say federation, what they really mean is come back in under our rule. That's not peace. That's not peace. That is injustice.
Turkish Cypriots exist. We exist. And I support the TCE.
To those of you who see the world as it is and support the two-state reality, I salute your courage and your clarity. The Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is real. It's a genuine government. It's a functioning government. And it's surviving against all the odds. Recognition is a journey, and it starts with belief in ourselves, building strong institutions, connecting beyond isolation. Look, we don't need permission to exist. We simply need vision, strategy, and unity. So let's build stronger ties with Turkey. Let's get closer to that Turkic world, with those who will understand what our fight is. Let's work to grow our economy, our education, and our diplomatic outreach. And to Turkey, your role is more than just a military presence. We need investment in ideas, infrastructure, and international advocacy. We are not a community waiting to just be absorbed. No, no, no. We are a nation preparing to stand tall.
Turkish Cypriots exist. We exist. And that's why I support TCE.
This issue is not about land. It's about honor, identity, and survival. Sovereignty is not something that you're given. It's something that you have to work hard to attain. We all want peace, but peace without justice, it's just a comfortable cage, and that's what federalism is going to give you. To the international community, I have simply to tell you, you cannot preach democracy while denying ours. You cannot reward ethnic cleansing with EU membership. You cannot speak of coexistence while denying our existence. Either the world recognizes two equal peoples of Cyprus, or there will be no lasting peace. That's the reality. We will not trade our future for their comfort. Now, if this message resonates with you, I ask you all to stand with us. Share it, speak it, believe it. My name is Arkin Öksüzoğlu, and I speak not just as the son of the Turkish Cypriot nation, but as a man determined to help shape its future. Together, we will be heard.
Turkish Cypriots exist. We exist. support TCE.
Turkish Cypriots exist. We exist. I support TCE.